Episode 31. Humming a Little Song. Very soon, Stella was pulled away, and the styling room became quiet again. Mary leaned back on the sofa and picked her ears. The world is finally quiet again. However, aren't you friends with her? I thought you would have helped her. It seems you are not that dumb after all. Of course, she had been dumb enough her previous lifetime. If she lost to Stella again, all her experience would have been wasted. Serena curled her lips, feeling like Mary was exceptionally delightful. In her previous lifetime, she had been brainwashed by Lila to believe that she should not contact her friends from her poor years, since she had married Jake. She had never doubted Lila a bit. Only now did she realize how much fun she had missed out on. Sitting opposite Mary, before Serena spoke, Mary's phone rang. Seeing the name popping out on her phone, Mary immediately became pale and picked up. "I'm not home." "With a friend? Girlfriend? Okay, yes." Mary hung up and looked at Serena apologetically. "I'm sorry. I have to go home." From the brief conversation, it was not hard to guess who it was. Serena nodded. "It's all right. I want to leave as well. Let's go together." Mary nodded and went out with Serena. Serena saw a Rolls-Royce parking on the roadside with the window down. The driver was waving at Mary. Mary was dazed and embarrassed when she saw Serena's knowing look. The men pushed her so hard. Mary felt that she was a prisoner and only was allowed to take a walk once in a while. Smiling awkwardly, Mary walked to the Rolls-Royce and entered the car. Serena felt that she had seen a figure with an arrogant look leaning back on the car seat. His eyes glanced at Serena insolently, with an intention to investigate. Serena recognized him at first glance. It was really him, Jackson Robert. As Mary disappeared in the car, Serena heard automobile horns. She turned around and saw a low-key Maybach parking next to her. The window was rolled down, revealing a chiseled face. His lips were pursed and his brows knitted. It seemed that he was displeased. "Get in the car." Subconsciously, Serena was going to open the car in the front. As she just reached out, she decided to go to the back instead. In her last lifetime, she had once sat in the shotgun seat and then got kicked out by him. She did not want to go through that again. However, before she went to the back, Jake's face got cold and he said, "Where are you going? Come to the front." Serena felt sullen. What is wrong with him? He made it sound like it was her mistake. This man was not only erratic, but also annoying. Slamming the door, Serena went back to the co-pilot's seat. Jake immediately started the car and asked in a low voice, "You know the lady of Jackson Robert?" Seeing that he was driving himself, Serena more or less had an idea of his itinerary. If he was doing anything business-related, he would not be driving himself. As for private matters, he never took a chauffeur. That was why no one could learn anything private about him. Knowing that, Serena did not bother to ask and answered, "She's my high school classmate." Jake nodded and relaxed his expression a bit. "Do not get too close with her." "Why?" Jake made a turn and stated, "It is always wise to keep your distance from a woman who would sell her body for money." "How is that possible? She is not like that," Serena said resolutely. Mary was always positive and happy, a good friend to her in high school. From what she remembered, Mary was not the kind of woman who would sell herself for money. Jake's eyes became darker as he glanced at Serena. It seemed that he meant to say something. However, very soon he looked away. "So, you know Jackson Robert?" Serena changed the subject. "I know better than you who he is." He knew Jackson Robert better than Serena? Serena suddenly felt odd. How? Maybe they... Feeling the odd look cast by Serena, Jake glanced at her and explained, "Jackson Robert is my bro." Bro? Someone like Jake had a bro? Serena was astonished, gazing at her husband. He looked serious and cold. It did not seem like he was joking. That's right. Jake never jokes. However, having spent 5 years with him in her previous lifetime, she had never learned that he had a bro. Jake looked at Serena and saw the confusion and doubt in her wide eyes. Looking away, he drove quietly and soon got them back to their house. The following days were unexpectedly uneventful. It was summer vacation, so Serena had nothing to do. She signed up for a Zumba class and went there daily. On a Saturday afternoon, she got a call. "Hello, Serena!" It was the voice of Henry, carefree as always. "What's up, Henry?" "What a forgetful lady! Don't you remember we said we would have dinner on Saturday? You have time tonight?" "Yes." "It seems you have a lot more leisure time after becoming a rich lady. I used to wait until you finished working to ask you out. How I envy you." Hearing Henry's dramatic tone, Serena couldn't help chuckling. She lay down on the couch and said, "No matter what you say, I will still order the most expensive items on the menu." "How did you know I was trying to avoid that? What do you want to eat? I will fulfill your wish no matter what." "How about that barbecue stand in front of our high school?" Henry almost fainted. He sighed and said, "Mrs. Robinson, you don't need to save for me. Thanks to you, I have money now." Serena's $100,000 were a timely save for Henry. In just a couple of days, he had managed to earn 10 times the money. However, Serena was not joking. She smiled and said, "I mean it. I could not afford it in high school. Now with someone treating me to it, I would love to try." "All right, let's go then. Shall I pick you up?" "No need. I'll go there myself." "Okay, see you in a bit." Serena hung up and went to change. Luckily, she still had some of her old clothes with her. Otherwise, she would be pointed at like an alien wearing her expensive outfits at the barbecue stand. Jake did not ask what Serena was going to do as he saw her leaving the house, humming a little song. However, Jake did not expect that he would be cuckolded in just 2 hours.